Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week's match.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for the rookie from Tulane, Rob Kelly. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard. 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Look at the spin. Balance. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Cousins now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receive.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tavon Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll go again with Kelly. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Cousins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. On the return is Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more.
Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
Oh, you an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. So the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Second down, Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 3rd down, Cousins surveying the field. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Here's Tress Way now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. They'll come out in the pistol. Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Caught by Nelson left side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Johnson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And here come the Redskins now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And quickly, they get to the line. Cousins on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Second down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 32 that time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the hard count got the defense there, encroachment, and the 5-yard penalty. So a first down and 5 for the offense. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's got time. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Here's Cousins. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. And Patrick Peterson there getting his hand on another one.
And that's multiple times in this game where he's able to knock the ball away. Are we sure he just has 2 arms, 2 hands? Because it feels like he's almost like an octopus out there.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they're known as the no-fly zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. A gain of 6 there on first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they take a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. So we're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys will take over at their own 45. 4-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They run with it. It's Kelly. Muscles him off. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A give. This is Kelly. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 83 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew, so they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Stiff-armed him. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Cousins can't find anyone open. And that is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Forbath will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Troy Bierman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. That's how you pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they at a time? What were they?
About 15 cents.
Comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. We focus our attention on the Redskins defense now. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now let's go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. So now you look at the numbers and what has caused this dip here, back-to-back games now.
Well, partner, we know this is a copycat league, and we just know that they watch the game film, and they just decided to put the same game plan into effect. And so far, he hasn't found a way to solve things, and they're not going to change up until he does.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Over the middle to Garcon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Again, it's Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins on first down. Pass incomplete. A second down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins again. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Cousins now to throw on first down. Finding time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Cousins. He sets up the screen to Jones. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1st down. Here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Got a man, it's Jackson. Redskins touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Garoppolo looking to throw. Shakes off the snap. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught by Jackson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tavon Austin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
There are men, and there are giants. Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop since I let Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York. Hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, caking dough. Open up 24. We striving for that goal. I'm stopping nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Oh, giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. It's time. CNN, this is Ghetto Editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest, they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do. Whether group or solo, Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you, so that. Back on up on this. Before you